and that is Jay. He is hanging out with me today. We're going to be playing with some lunar paste, specifically the neons. And let's say hello to Crystal's Creations Wyckoff. Hello, hello, Miss Cordelia. How you doing? Miss PJB Stamper. Hello, hello. NT, Not Afraid of Color, is in the house. Thank you all for joining us today. Let me make sure that everything is loud and fabulous. Would you mind saying hello, Mr. J?
Hello, everybody. How goes it? Happy Wednesday. At least I think it's Wednesday.
Yes,
It's
is
been one of
hump
those
day.
weeks.
Ms. Shay has joined us.
Oh,
My YouTube has such a lag. I'm waiting for your voice to show up. Oh. Okay. Okay. Well, it is going through. There might be a little bit of a... Nope. It sounds good. All right.
hi.
Fabulous. And Jean Morn has popped in. Hello, hello. If you guys, I know everybody here is probably on Mr. J's subscription, subscribe to his channel, but if you're watching the replay and you want to go visit Jay's channel, head down into the description. I do have his links for, let me see, I know, hey, where's my description thingy? There it is. I have his YouTube, Instagram, and Patreon. I don't know if your Patreon is still good, but I did link it for you.
It exists. I don't think I've ever had a patron, so it's been mostly there just in case. But someone asked me if I had one once, so I set one up because it took like 5 minutes.
Well,
But
that's awesome.
if I ever got a patron, I would totally actually make content. But
Well, if you guys are interested and you would like to see what he could create a video in Patreon, go ahead and check that out and subscribe. I don't think it was very much either, so help
I think I
craft
set it
her
for
out.
yeah. I mean, I think I just set it for whatever the lowest option was or something.
Awesome. And Janine is in the house. And why don't you go ahead and tell them what you are doing, Mr. J?
Well, I'm doing one of my favorite techniques, which is just using your finger to basically make lunar paste colored cardstock. And I had done these yesterday, so these are mostly dry. But this I just sort of used a squeegee to squeegee on because I wanted kind of a not perfectly coated look because I'm kind of going for, I don't know, sort of like a 90s graffiti kind of vibe because I feel like it suits these colors really well. This is No Chill, I believe. And then the other colors I used a lot where I mixed Tangent, which is one of the new neons, with Shooting Star to get a pretty cool, gold orange vibe.
Nice. I like
Which is
that.
very bright and shiny. Me too. Because I got inspired by a card that I saw last weekend at a crop. So I'm kind of casing that card, but I'm also wanted an excuse to use some dinosaur pattern paper that I have. Let me show it to you. Whoops. Score tool down. But this is from Photoplay, which I was really excited because anytime anyone makes dude themed pattern paper, I'm probably gonna buy it. But yeah, that's pretty much the deal. I've been really liking the lunar paste a lot. I think I posted it to your group. I did a whole super swatch compare between lunar paste. I was interested about comparing the lunar paste really to colors I already had,
Right.
just because so voltage and tangent I are super duper neon,
Right.
but some of the other ones No Chill is kind of similar to some of the other colors in the line, so I was curious about that.
Right.
Mood Ring is also nice. I feel like Mood Ring goes well with some of the other purples. not necessarily as like a super duper neon, but more as like a really nice vibrant highlight color. I forget what you did it with. Crown Me, I think, or whatever the other purple is I'm spacing on.
Yeah. Crown Me and Triple Berry.
Got it. Yeah, Triple Berry, I think, is the one I was thinking of. Are you dry? You are dry. We will continue to work with you.
Yeah, I do like
Triple Berry is such a
all
nice
the
color,
paste.
just generally.
So, oh yeah, that's cool. Okay.
Oh wow! Look at that! Look at that!
All right.
That's so dimensional. How did you? Oh wow, that is amazing. Okay.
Oops, not a.
That is.
Don't turn it upside down. So I just put. I used the Hot Mess, the No Chill, and the Mood Ring, and I put 3 little piles, and then I picked it up with my spatula and kind of swiped, and then stamped right into it. And then, if we're moving quick, so then you can get a second off of that.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and
that is cool.
Then you just want to clean your stamp before it dries completely. Just a little bit of water. I've been watching Simon Hurley do this method, and I'm like, I really need to try it. I don't think I've ever done it before. Stamped right into the paste. So, I'm really liking how it turned out. Let's do more.
That is cool.
Let's do more. Janine
it reminds
says,
me of like. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Janine was just saying she can't wait for hers to come in. And I can't blame her. And you were saying?
Oh, it reminds me of like some of those fancy moldings, like in Victorian houses. Like it's got. I'm surprised how much cool dimension it's got. Like that's really sweet.
Yeah. And you can see where it was a little thicker on the paste. It kind of got smooshy a little bit. But I also think that it was because it's wet. And so when I put the stamp down, it kind of wiggled a little. But for the most part, yeah. Okay, let's do that again. I really like that. We've got a whole stack of black, you guys, because I really like these colors on black. Mommy Guide has showed up. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Linda G is in the house. And then Jay and ECR inspired me to take the plastic. Take the plastic off my lunar paste. Before you knew it, I'll be taking the lid, or before you know it, I'll be taking the lids off. Yes, take those lids off.
Yay.
Grab yourself a spatula and pull some of that goodness out.
There it
is. Janine was referring to your dinosaur paper. She says, now you're speaking Elizabeth and Pam's language. Little dinosaurs.
Oh, are you dinosaur fans?
Yeah, I love dinosaurs.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, Pam and I have this thing about dinosaurs. I don't know how it happened, but I always think of her now when I do dinosaurs. And Pam even put little dinosaurs and exclamation marks down when she saw your paper.
It's really cool paper.
Yes, it is. Okay. Janine says, I'm watching closely. So yeah, there's a lot of ways you can apply the paste, as Mr. J's shown. He just used his finger palette. Mr. Simon Hurley.
Squeegees work really nicely too.
Yeah.
Like a soft silicone, like a soft rubber squeegee I use a lot because it's a good way to cover like a lot of area fast.
Yep. Mr. Simon Hurley likes to use his fingers a lot too, because it does clean off very easily, which is nice. Gosh, these colors are so bright, you guys. This, I don't even know if YouTube's is picking it up right. On my TV, it looks orange, but it's so pink. That hot mess. It's so pretty.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why I took pictures of all the swatch cards, because I was like, the colors that are coming through on camera are not the actual colors. So I was, you always feel bad when you like showing people colors that are gonna look way different in real life.
Right. Pam says that because a long time ago I said your card needed a dinosaur, and then I said it often. Yeah, I remember that. Deborah, you guys, Miss Deborah's in the house. She's going to be hanging out with me on Saturday for 2 Crafty Girls at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm excited for that.
Oh, fun.
Yup. And then Dawn at the Crafty Visage. I totally missed her video. I got to go back and watch her
Oh, you should.
Dice Yate. Okay. Oops.
And your cousin was her special guest. It was really cool.
Oh, I missed that one. Oh, I'm so sad now. You guys, I don't even know what I was doing. I might have been sleeping. I might have been eating. But apparently I wasn't there. Gloria. Okay, so you could scrape, the paste right onto the spatula. I just put it on the table and then scooped it up. Just a little hubble of both. And then we're going to plop it down. Plug it across. I'm scraping a little too deeply though. Ooh, that one's kind of marbly.
Ooh, that's a really cool color combo.
Okay, I need to. Ooh,
I like that.
There we go. Oops, just stuck my finger in it. That works. Sometimes I get a little heavy-handed, and so it scrapes a little heavily. But that actually looks pretty good. So we're going to take our stamp once again. We got another piece of paper ready. We're going to plop it down. Try not to move it this time and just press. And then peel. And then quickly, oh, I just stuck my fingers in it, you guys. Set it down on our other piece of paper. Brenda Asiado. I don't know. But Brenda, hello. Brenda A, how are you doing? Oh, somebody said hello to Carla.
Well,
there
I think
she
you're right
is.
that it does look better against black, though.
Yeah.
Like I do like the one on black versus the one on gray. I mean, I like both, but I think the black makes it really pop.
It does. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
It's like almost a little bit of tie-dye going on. That one's a little bit brighter than that one though. Probably because I went in. But they're still really shining, which is really amazing that even as thinly as you apply it, you can still see the mica in it.
Yeah, I mean, like, this has hardly any, right? And it's still shiny in real life.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to let those dry. This one.
I think with the tangent, you can actually, like, pull the dye further than you can pull the shiny. Like, this little piece on the edge here isn't super shiny. So that kind of adds that's a really cool, like, thing that I only noticed on the tangent.
Yeah,
But definitely by the orange. It's really cool.
The stuff's pretty interesting. Words, Elizabeth. Words are hard. The stuff is cool. Let's just put it that way. The stuff is cool. Let me clean my stamp.
I'm just amazed you're not using Dark Frog.
Yeah, well,
I assume you'd like be using that for like all the things.
Well, I've used it quite a bit.
Oh my!
So
wow.
Yeah, yeah, it's really pretty, and I've used it quite a bit. I mean, I've done. Let me see here. There's that. This one is Voltage. This one here is. I think this one is like Fake Plant or something, but it's not one of the Dark Frogs. This one's a little bit of Dark Frog in it from a cleanup. This one was Dark Frog and something else in a cleanup. Oh, and it was so gorgeous.
Wow. That's cool. I like that one.
And then this one was a cleanup. I was just interested to see what it would do, and it just, this was dry, and then I went back in and picked up some triple berry, and it like created a resist when it's dry. If you wipe it right away, you can wipe off the other paste. So it was really interesting.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I don't know, it's weird. And then this one is No Chill and Dart Frog.
Ooh.
Another cleanup one. So many
Actually,
cleanups.
Yellow Jacket really surprised me too. I guess since watching it, I was like, I don't know that I would have bought this color if I didn't get it in the bundle.
Right.
But like, I really like it, and I think the thing that's wild is I always thought that like Shooting Star was a super vibrant yellow, but like compared to the neon ones, it doesn't seem as vibrant as I thought it was.
Right.
It looks like way more gold.
Yeah. The colors are just, and I like how unique they are. They're just like, yeah, slap you in the face unique. But yeah, I did a lot of stuff. And here's here's Dart Frog again. Yeah, I used it a lot. It's just so pretty. It's so pretty. And my cleanups, Dart Frog cleanups. And Dart Frog sticker paper. I have all the Dart Frogs. This one.
I need to try sticker paper.
I
like that one.
I wanted to try something with this one, so I'm gonna have that out, and then we're gonna do a cleanup, you guys, because I have a hot mess going on. Literally, hot mess.
Well, that's the question now, right? Is it literally a hot mess, or is it like a hot mess of other colors?
Right? Gotta be careful now. Oh, this is a hot mess. Brenda A is Dallas's sister. Well, welcome, and thank you for joining us.
She's a bit neon obsessed.
B and D Crafts and More. Hello.
Hi, Brian.
Did you say Ryan?
Brian with a B.
Brian. All right. Thank you. I'm terrible with people's names. I've seen him before,
Me too.
but, you know, I'm so bad. Brian says, hope everyone is having a great Wednesday.
Doing pretty well. Oh, I do like that. I like this burnt orange and the blue. And
oh,
the blue
look at
together.
that.
That's really cool. This is also a Simon Hurley stencil. Don't ask me which one. It's like geometric blocks or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that one.
I found it cleaning out my stencil drawer. I'm pretty sure it's from like 2 years ago, maybe. Anyway.
Yeah, I actually do not have that one. Okay, where's my pin button?
Wow.
But so that everybody can see more clearly, that is his card. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I can hold it up.
Dalise, I am sorry I called you Dallas. I am so bad. All right. And then remove that. That's a really good looking card. And you guys, the shine, you guys don't get to see the shine. It's actually really pretty. Okay, so let's do cleanup.
You can see it on the Shooting Star, I think, pretty well.
Oh,
there you go.
Nice.
There we can see it.
Yeah. Which one is that?
This is shooting. The gold is Shooting Star. The orange is Tangent.
So pretty. So pretty. Okay, we're gonna muck this around a little bit. I let it dry a little too long, but we're still gonna pick up those crunchies, you guys, because it's gonna do some neat stuff. So this one, because we picked it up while it was like kind of dry, it gave us some chunky bits. But that's okay, because I like chunky bits. See what we can get off of our spatula. Ooh, that's neat.
Yeah.
I like that. So I just used my spatula and wiped whatever I could off onto this. Very nice chunky bits. Chunky bits.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like cleanup. I just gotta use them. I don't use them enough. Janine says, I want to play now. Yes. So I have a few microfiber cloths that have been gluey and whatnot, so they're kind of crunchy. That's what I use to clean up my texture paste. That way there I can just throw them in the wash and it doesn't matter if they're still crunchy. But
that's smart.
Yeah. And then I use my softer ones for my stamps and stuff. But the crunchy ones kind of help clean the dried up stuff off too. That little extra scouring power.
Well, that makes sense. I wouldn't have thought of that. That's cool.
See, our spatula is non-porous, so all that caked on gooky stuff just wipes right off, you guys. Don't even have to take it to the kitchen sink. Just wipe it. Alright. I got these little specks of everything everywhere.
I'm always surprised at like how quick like lunar paste. I mean, like you have to let it dry, but it actually comes together like super fast.
It does. Brian says, I bought Game Over. It's a red metallic color. I needed something for a brick wall stencil I had bought. Yeah. Oh, I bet you that looked pretty as a brick wall. And you could add, if you need to deepen it up, you can even add a little bit of re-inker to it. Which I can show you guys that right now. You can change your colors a bit. Speaking of Game Over, it was sitting right out in front of me. So if you don't have any other texture paste, so you take like your Game Over, like so, and then you go and grab, where is Shady? I need Shady. Shady! Should be up here with the other. Why is Woof up there and Shady's not? You guys, Game Over. That's my rinker. Weeping Willow. That's brown. There's Shady. I'm just gonna put a couple of drops of Shady in there because it's really potent. I need to put my colors are kind of drying out because I don't put plastic on them and it's getting kind of warm. So there is Game Over with a little bit of Shady in it.
Oh, that's cool. Game Over is a really nice color.
Yes.
I mean, they're all nice colors, but it's one of my favorites.
We'll take Game Over. Oops. right out of the container. And you can see, you can change your colors with re-inkers if you want. So I just darkened that up. I wish my camera would pick that up better, but we've got that darker Game Over with a little bit of shady in it, and then the Game Over right out of the jar, which we're now going to clean up our mess. I just wouldn't put it back into your container. Just don't contaminate. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna take this, and we're gonna take that, go like so.
Oh, cool. Oh, do you like that stencil or that background stamp? I've been looking at that one for a while.
Yes, I do actually.
It looks like it would be like super nice for anything grungy.
Anything grungy, anything that you need a little bit of texture into. I like the scriptiness of it.
Well, it's one of those nice like scripty things, but like it's not intelligible, so you don't like try and read it.
Right. And there is pushed in to Game Over a little bit. And yeah. And then okay. Pam says there are questions in the chat. Let me go look at my questions. Deborah has a question for Jay. Jay, did you create those cool guys?
No, they're clip art from Creative Fabrica. But if you go to Creative Fabrica and look for Cool Boy clip art, there's a whole series of these guys. I really like them because they have like this fun sort of 90s vibe. And I also have a fun 90s vibe. So it all works out. Oh, I do like this tangent with the tangent with the dinosaur looks cool. I'm liking this.
Yeah, that tangent is a really pretty. Okay, so Brenda A says, does the paper with lunar paste work well with die cuts? Yes.
Yes.
And
very well.
I have examples. I can even show you. So I took this is like 80-pound cardstock, and this is like 65-pound cardstock, and I die cut very thin scripty letters out. Let me show you that card so you can see. Oops, come here. Okay. So this is the result of die cutting the lunar paste. Now just remember, the paste becomes like a plastic, and it's another layer. So when you go to cut it, you may have to run it through 2 times. Now here's one thing you want to know.
And wait for it to dry. Wait for it to dry first. Because if it's a little tacky, like it'll get stuck in your dye, and I did that, and don't do that.
Yeah, I did that once too. You got to be patient. Let it dry. Now here's the thing I wasn't thinking about. I took my little strips and I put sticker paper on the back of them, and then tried to cut it. It was too much. It wouldn't go through the sticker paper. It was barely going through the paste. So if you're using paste, don't add anything else to it because it will be too thick. So if you're just using the paste and the paper, it'll die cut just fine. But unless you're using like a Biggs die or something, but those fine, detailed, thin dies, they're not going to go through the sticker paper and the paste. Trust me. It was a hot flippity mess, me trying to go through all that stuff. But yes, it does cut. There's no more Dart Frog, you guys. I tell you, I use that Dart Frog like crazy. But yes. Okay, we're going to set that there. We're going to spritz Yes. So, when you're doing cleanup with ink and stuff, you can tap and smush into it. When you're doing cleanup with paste, the best way to do it is push into it and give it a pull, and it's gonna pull all that color right off your glass mat, and you're gonna be extra happy about it. Trust me. There you go. There's some of that beautiful.
You missed it first, or do you just
Yes.
try and pull it off as is?
I do mist it first. I do. The water helps it release a little bit. So we give a little bit of a squirt, and then we can pick up. See, that one there didn't want to clean up. Let me move this. And then we're going to give it a little mist. And then we're going to press and pull. And then it released way easier.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so like that one didn't move. We'll give it a little mist again. Press and pull. And this is just regular, like, Hobby Lobby, Michael's cardstock. It's probably 80 pound. And you just got to be careful not to over wet it, because it'll shred the paper. But, yep, it clean up. I've got this red stuff everywhere.
I have to say though, the Simon Red, the fact that it's non-staining makes me happy after.
Right.
I have a favorite ink. It might be the ink that I used here. It might be the ink I use all fall, but like it turns all my stamps a lovely shade of pink.
Right.
Which, like, I don't care that much, but it's just like non-staining inks are nice sometimes.
Yes.
Especially when it's non-staining like you.
This is true, and I must say that I do like his inks. They are a little bit tougher to work with, I know, than like some of the other ink pads, but I like that. I can control them a little bit better, and even though I have to work sometimes.
I need to try them again.
Sometimes
when I tried them, it was when I was like super new to card making, and I feel like if I tried them now, I would like appreciate the process a little bit better.
Yeah, because a lot of people, you know, they can stamp into a Catherine Pooler ink pad and stamp, and it's one and done. His inks, yep, they need a little bit more finesse. You can layer them up and be super fine, or not layer them up and be super fine, or layer them and get really a darker image. And I like that about that.
I think you were showing off kind of like, what am I trying to say? Oh, you were showing how nicely they blended on light, which I don't think when I tried them I didn't appreciate how much of a feature that is, because like, yes, I don't know, the Pooler inks I like a lot, but like you are like, it's really easy to get all splotchy all over your cardstock.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's so rich and dense. It just wants to, you know, go over everything. Elizabeth, on a similar yet different note, did you know that you can use Stampin' Up! Ink pads and a water brush and use as a watercolor? As far as I know, I only have one Stampin' Up! Ink pad, but to me it looks like all other ink pads, and you can use pretty much all of them as watercolor material if they're water soluble, as in they react with water. Like StazOn, you couldn't do that with. I don't think VersaFine Clear you could add water to and make watercolors. But I think Stampin' Up! Inks, you can, you know, here, let me get my one color that I have. I gotta find it. There you are. my one color of Stampin' Up! That was gifted to me, which is a green. Of course it's green.
Oh, is that pine one?
This
no,
one
it's a different
is
one.
Pear.
They make like
Pear Classic.
Bird. Oh, okay.
So,
Never seen that one.
a little bit of water. Let me grab a white piece. Or two, because two is good. Get a little bit of water rolling. Don't mind my messy handwriting, but yes, you can use use your Stampin' Up. Just add some water in there. Maybe you want to do some ink smooshing. Tap, lift, twist. Tap, lift, twist. That's how I do all of my ink smooshing. And the twist is just so you can fill out the whole paper. But there you have it. Nice inky coverage.
We forget you can do that with dye ink.
Yes. Ink smooshing. So when you're doing, so like you're making a piece of paper and you're ink blending and stuff and you get all that color on your glass mat, you just go in and clean it up. I like cleanups. Cleanups are fun. But yeah, Simon Hurley inks, you can do this. I watercolor with the Simon Hurley inks a lot. I actually have a palette that has the re-inkers in the palette, so I can use them straight as re-inkers. It's a lot of fun. Okay, the next thing I wanted to try, because I had this, I want to stamp on it. So we're going to stamp on this. This one is the Voltage. We're gonna get our stamping wheel.
These were the... Ooh.
Yeah,
tell me more. But these are the ones we did. I was touching up at the beginning. Like, these are all dry now, so thank goodness for Midwest spring. How sticky do those mats stay, out of curiosity?
I'm sorry, what?
Does the stamp wheel mat stay pretty sticky over time?
Yes, I've used mine a lot, and all you got to do, if it's not sticky, is just rinse it with some good old warm water.
Oh, nice.
I really need to take mine down to the kitchen sink and get all the gookies out. Yeah, I'm kind of biased. Brian says, you need to look me up, Elizabeth. You need more Stampin' Up ink pads. I'm a rep. I'm biased, honestly. I have the entire Simon Hurley collection, so that's my jam.
The neat thing about the Simon Hurley one is, like, not that I was looking at it or anything, but like the whole collection's like only $200. I mean, it's not awful.
Right.
I mean, if you look at like the Catherine Pooler one that's got like 180 inks in the line or something, it's like I'm never gonna own them all. Yeah. I mean, nor would I have to, but
I have some only because they've been gifted to me. I've got a couple of the little bitties, and I forget that I have them. I'm so bad I don't use them, but I should. They're on my wheel of brands and names, though. One of these days it'll pop around and I'll have to use it. I think I'm gonna do this one on there. I don't know, I just feel like that might be interesting. So we're gonna put that there. We're gonna pick this up with our wheel. Okay.
They do have a new color of cardstock I want to try coming out whenever things come out there. Just because I saw it in real life last weekend and I was like, ooh, I might need that.
Yeah. So many companies.
But it's almost this color, so, you know, I have it's weird. Like, I'm not like an orange person, but like muted oranges I really like. That worked out okay.
Speaking of Simon Hurley, hello, sir. How are ya? Simon is sending out
Simon.
some hearts.
That's nice of him.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Although I need to re-stamp that. It did not catch right.
Although I've been watching a lot of his videos lately because of the things I wouldn't allow myself to buy that I won last weekend, because there's some nice technique videos.
Yes. His videos are bad because I'm like, ooh, I need that. But look at voltage with black on top.
Wow. Oh, that is dope.
But you can tell it is seriously wet. So either I'm going to have to wait an eternity for it to dry or smother it with some embossing powder and heat it, set it. So let's try that. But oh man, that's gorgeous. And you guys, that's
what black
just...
product did you use?
Huh?
What black did you use?
I used the Versafine Clair. I should probably use the Stays-On or something. I bet you that would have dried a lot nicer. But it was a super thin layer of the voltage, you guys. Super thin. Like it dried in a minute or less. But yeah, that's gorgeous. But we're going to let that set a minute. And then we're going to not waste this. Let's put another card out. Because we have plenty of cards. Then we're going to hit this with the Mister. Probably won't do anything, but we'll see. And this is Bitty Botanical. Ooh, that's interesting.
Ooh.
Let me see if I can
like
push
that.
more in the center. Simon says, Pam, it's going to be about a year before any new colors. And he's giggling. Sorry for my videos. I don't think he's sorry for his videos. I'm just saying. So, yeah, you know, Versafine is, like, not water reactive. So, it did some interesting stuff. That is, like, super grungy. But I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. That's alright. We're going to clean this up. Come here, you. We need the cleaner. Get our cleaner. Here we go. Beautiful Elizabeth, and I did your stamp trick too with the neon paste. Awesome. Well, it's not my stamp trick. That's Mr. Simon Hurley's stamp trick. He's been doing these, but he's also been rubbing another color into the creases, which I think I'm going to try, but these are still wet, so I can't do it with these. But this is his little mandala. Flowering mandala.
Well, it's really holding the design though. Like yes. It hasn't like settled, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's, you know, the texture paste is meant like to give it texture. I wish you guys could feel, well, I can't feel it right now because it's still wet, but it's all bumpity and awesome. Like, look at that. And that's, yeah, the flowering mandala. Gorgeous. So there's that one, and then our first one we did had a way better impression. It's almost completely dry, but look at that. I'm a little nervous to, I want to put another color in there, but I'm nervous. It's like, it's really pretty. And again, for both of those examples, I did the Hot Mess, Mood Ring, and No Chill. That's what those are. Hot Mess, Mood Ring, and No Chill. It's just pretty. It's pretty. But we're gonna do some stuff. If you guys have your Stays On cleaner, if you spray and leave it set a minute or two and then go and wipe it, you'll get a better cleaning result. And then I always go in with some just plain water and just wipe off any residue afterwards. But it smells so good. Simon did it. Yes. T says, Simon did it. It was so cool. Yes. Brian says, Simon, I was mentioning earlier that I'm currently using your Game Over Lunar Paste for my Brutus Monroe brick stencil. It turned out well. Yes. Alright. Deborah likes her Tim Holtz Stuffaluffagus. She's got like 70 of his inks and oxides. I've got just a handful of oxides. I'm not much of an oxide person, but I'm trying. And because...
Well, I don't know. Was it Jim who's been showing all the cool techniques off lately for like random things you can do with the oxides?
I think so. I know he's been doing... He shared a pancake maker thing and smooshing...
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
Smooshing embossing powders with an iron and stuff. He's been sharing some videos he's been watching. There's some really cool stuff I want to try now with some embossing powder. But and because your Altenew stick mat is basically a big rubber stamp, you can clean it the same way you would your other rubber stamps. And it is super sticky now that I use my Stays On cleaner. But yeah, it's really nice. I mean, my paper has a lot of curl in there. But yeah. It's sticky. It's sticky. He wants to know
I
Jay's...
bet you have an adhesive.
Jay... T wants to know about your Arrows patterned paper. If it's like printed or did you purchase it that way?
It comes this way. It is the... Let me see if I can find the... Here we go. If I can pull it out. It is the Bros Amazing collection from Photoplay that I've had for a while and decided would... Like, I thought it really worked well with the Tangent. Because it's got a lot of oranges in it. And it also works well with the other one here, the No Chill, because it's got a lot of blues. It's a very blue-orange kind of color palette. I bought it a long time because I have a thing with, oh, yes, sir. Maybe you could not. There you go. Sorry, cat interruption. I bought it a long time ago, but thought it would work really well here.
Yeah, those colors really look good with that Tangent. You know what? We're gonna put some glow-in-the-dark powder on this.
That is so cool. Ooh, oh, fun.
I don't know how it will work, but we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't like stick to everything. Some of it's...
Is that the Ranger one, or someone else makes one too?
This one's the Ranger one. But it looks like it's sticking to everything, and I'm not going to be sad.
Oh.
I'm not going to be sad. We're just going to let it happen and see what happens.
Well, it should be pretty translucent since it's glow in the dark.
Right. And I made a mess because I dropped it, but that's okay. Get that in there.
I'm really lucky. I'm really lucky.
Okay. And then heat tool. Okay, and we have to be a little bit careful because we do have lunar paste under there, so we're gonna see.
hopefully it works out. I still think if this turns out like super glow in the darky, it's gonna look pretty dope. Oh, I like this.
It's hard to tell if it's all melted because it's not bright and shiny. It's kind of a dull muted.
I see.
But I think I missed a spot. Okay, so we'll get this to cool off.
That just looks really neat. I like that.
Yeah. Okay, so we got it cooled off so we can roll it back on itself. Kind of like a new rug, you guys. You got to unroll it the other way to get it to flatten out. All right. And then we're going to see if we can't lighten this up. Doo-doo-doo. I'm flashing it in front of my lights, you guys. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Can we... Oh, I've got too much light going on in here. Okay, Elizabeth.
It's nighttime now.
Yes, we went dark. Okay.
Nighttime in Ohio, magically.
I think we need more lights. We'll hold that up there for a second and get more lights. It's wanting to. Okay, and then my last thing I'm gonna do is rub some color into this and see what we can come up with. My lights are being ridiculous. Oh, you guys can't see. It is glowing. Oh my goodness, you guys. Yeah, it just needs some more light, but it is glowing. It is really cool. I wish you guys could see it. But it's not showing up. Camera's being rude. Oh well. But yeah, you can make it glow. It is really neat. Probably just needs some more light time, but we're gonna take this and you guys, what color do we want to shove into the crevices? I'm thinking, oh,
You're a little sideways, Elizabeth. There you go.
Yeah, that was like way out in left field there. I'm thinking either silver lining or shady, and I'm really feeling silver lining right now. No, camera didn't fall. Elizabeth bumped it in the dark. Trying to get the thing to show up. But that's alright. We're going to clean our paste because it's a mess. Get these crusties away from the edge there. Dark side, here I come. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of this out. We're going to plop it right here so we can dip our fingers into it because I have nails. And I won't be able to get it to the tip of my finger. Okay, so we're going to have our crunchy rag ready. Got our crunchy rag so we can wipe it out of the thing. Hopefully I don't mess this up. I've watched Simon Hurley do it several times, so we're just gonna see. Okay, that's really pretty. Oops, a little bit too much. Oh, that's really pretty. Oh my goodness. This one has a lot of detail, so I think that's kind of making it more interesting.
All inverted.
There we
go. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's neat. Okay, yeah. You guys cool. Stamp into the lunar paste and then go in and fill in the cracks. And I'll show you an example with and without. That just, my camera is just not doing it justice. Look at that. It really brings out those details a lot. All right, be brave, Elizabeth. Yes, I was brave and we had success. So that makes me really happy. This one is still a little damp, so we're not going to do that with that one. But we still have this one. So we'll see if we can get some of this into these crevices. Kind of work quick because we don't want it to dry on there. Oh my goodness. Woo! Look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. All right.
Oh, that's dope. I like that.
Yeah, Simon Hurley was doing like one of the golds in there, which is really pretty too.
Oh, that's a good idea.
But this is silver lining, you guys. It's very subtle, very pretty. And I sprayed right on this because the dry lunar paste becomes like a plastic. And then when you get the wet lunar paste a little bit more wet, you can wipe it off. With a little bit more practice, I think I could do a little bit better and get rid of those like little halos and stuff. But I'm liking it. That's really pretty. And then all you gotta do is drop a little sentiment on there. Like that. Like a thank you or something. And you have very basic, not basic, but it's not basic because it's got texture and it's got pretties and it's got shine. And yeah, but you could drop on a little sentiment. Like a happy birthday. Or something. I mean, happy thank you. A happy thank you. I don't know. I just have my little bucket of handwritten sentiments. Oh, here's a thanks. That's what we need. We need a thanks. look at that. And this thinks I did run it through with sticker paper on it. Let's trim this down. Let's trim this down a little bit. And you know what? We're going to trim it down with our decal trimmer. And we're going to go to
Looks
3.
so fancy.
Oops, a little bit over. I'm going to take this down to 3 3/4 by 5. I need to take a little bit off of everybody's. 3 3/4. Oops. By 5. Okay. Get that. Get a card base. And because we have extra stuff left over, we can use our painting finger.
Is there a designated one? Or is it like whichever finger has lunar paste on it at the moment?
Yeah, pretty much. Our painterly digits, because we can change up colors too, right? We could use one finger for one color, another finger for another.
That's a good idea.
Oops. So we don't even have to put that stuff back into the jar. We can just use it. Just like so. And that's going to dry really quickly because we used our finger digit and made it very thin. But we do need to leave it to dry because it's not quite dry yet. And while we're doing that, we're going to take a cleanup page because we have more cleanup. We're going to hose that down a wee bit, get it mucking around. Then we're going to, oh yeah, look at that. Right over our red, our game over red that we made. This one would be good for Valentine's Day. Get that cleaned up.
Oh yeah.
So you can layer over your cleanups. Let them dry in between so you get different saturations of color. Okay, and then we're going to take this. We're going to take this. It's almost dry. We're just going to heat it a little bit.
I know, isn't it great, Deborah? Sorry guys, I've been kind of preoccupied by crafting.
Your stripes are beautimous!
And this was all like extra bits. Well, I cut up a card panel that I didn't need.
Right.
But I like the stripe. I really like how this stuff pops on black though.
It does. The neons on black are so yummy. And there we have it. Lunar paste goodness all over the place. But yeah, if you're going to pull out the lunar paste, you guys, you just got to kind of be prepared. Be prepared. And Janine says that she, or wait, no, who said that? Yeah, Janine says, I'll be looking for that cool dude, Jay. Your cards are awesome. I need more boy cards. Cordelia is on
Same
her
guy,
way out.
just bigger. So you can resize it however you want it. But
Right. Cordelia is headed out to a party. Have fun. Thanks for joining us. Oh, on Saturday. Saturday, she's going to a party instead of crafting. Hopefully you'll still have fun, though. Okay, and then we turned our handwritten sentiment. Get the cat hair out of there. It's funny I don't bring my cats up here, but they join me anyways with all their lovely cat hair. The handwritten sentiments. Look at that nice white against that. That's really pretty. Love the silver, red, and black. Very goth. Yeah, very. Yes.
I love it too.
And then okay. Leave the house 8 p.m. on a weeknight. What? Poor Cordelia. So yeah, I made a lot of things to make things. But so when we stamped into that, then we stamped it onto this. Wish you guys could see that shine, even though it's just a thin, and you can feel it too. It's all very crunchy and very nice.
Ooh.
So those did that, and then when we did...
Oh wow, that white sentiment looks awesome.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's one of the
And that was the sticker paper one?
Yep. Yeah, I just put sticker paper on the back of a white sheet of 65-pound cardstock, and then die cut all of them. So this is the Scrapbook.com sticker paper that came in a sheet. It looks like come here, you. They look like this. They're double-sided sticky, and as long as the top paper isn't too thick, it'll cut through the sticker paper. But like I said before, if you add that sticker paper to something with lunar paste on it, it's going to be too thick and it won't cut unless you have an awesome cutting machine. I couldn't get mine to cut. It was a hot mess. But yeah, so I have my little tub. I'm going to have to cut some more. I've actually been using them quite a bit, which is
Nice.
unusual for me. Who does that? Who uses sentiments? And then we did these where we stamped into wet paste and then stamped it off. So we get twofers. Twofers. I love the twofers. And then I got lots of cleanup. I had this cleanup. I had that cleanup. And that cleanup. That was a cleanup because we stamped into this. That was so nice. I like this though. That voltage with black on it. Even though it turned kind of a gray because of the glow in the dark.
That looks cool though.
Yes, the Facebook group, Chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends Facebook group, we have a private Zoom crafty session on Saturday the 20th. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern. It goes on for a couple hours. It's not broadcast, and that's what I mean by private. It's not broadcast, but anybody can join that's in the group. Yeah, okay. Deborah is talking about something, and she said, I tried it and it didn't taste like coffee. And yes, if I'm not mistaken, it was nasty. It's like a wafer, and it was gross. It did not taste like coffee. And her little M&M, her fake M&Ms, they were not good either. And she's like, they're so yummy. I'm like, no, you can take those back to Canada. They were bad. They were so bad. But Canada has better chips. Huh. They had...
Really?
Yeah. She brought some Ruffles that were bacon chips. And
wow.
They were tasty. I ate them all. I took the bag. I did not share. I ate them all. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. Yeah, Deborah loves her Tim Hortons, and we have none that are close by the house. So what do you guys think? You guys have any questions? You guys gonna go out there and open your lunar paste and make some stuff. Make some stuff. Gosh, this is so shiny. It's so pretty. I love it. Such a drastic difference too between the two. This one, I think I had too much lunar paste in the center and we got some extra textury stuff. Bacon, yeah, they were bacon something ruffles. Bacon cheddar bacon ruffles or something. They're funny. They're talking about something. Janin's going to make me pee my pants, says Cordelia.
Oh dear.
Cordelia's cussing at something. Wait, what does Cordelia say? Or no, Janin. Janin is being bad. What is... I've been die cutting, like, really? That's shocking. And then Janin says, ask for an ice cap made with milk chocolate and a... Oh! That's hilarious. She typed shit of vanilla instead of shot of vanilla. And... yeah. Gotta love the typos. That's hilarious. Put her in timeout for cussing. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pin you so that... Oh, look at that! I love that.
This is voltage on black. You probably knew that.
Actually, no, because I don't know them that well.
Well, it's interesting because it's thin, it's like really has a gold vibe in real life, like
Right.
in the middle parts, and then the edges where it gets more, where there's a little more texture, like it looks very neon.
Yeah, it's
So I'll be
gorgeous.
curious how it dries down, but like I don't know, like when I know when I watched Simon's like intro video, I wasn't sure how I'd like these just because it's sort of like it said that it was more satiny and less super shiny. And you can tell if you look at them head to head, but I don't know. I really like this.
Yeah,
Like the
that's
voltage
really
and the
pretty.
tangent on black are just pretty dope.
Now, what stencil was that?
This was a geometric something that was a Spellbinders on sale. This is only one layer. It's got like a whole bunch, and you can like layer it up with
That's
lighter
really
colors and
interesting
make.
like that.
Yeah, it looks just like. Well, it doesn't look just like. It reminded me of a Simon stencil I don't have. That's like a geo half circle-y kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I thought that would look neat. I thought like a geometric pattern with the lunar paste would look kind of cool.
It definitely does.
Especially if I put one of my put like a 90s dude on it when it's dry. Like
Yeah.
I think that would be pretty neat. Anyway,
So
I like this clip art anyway.
Can you show your cards again?
Sure. This was the last one I made with some of the scraps that were left over from my first card design. So I just used the leftover scraps and had some enamel dots and popped up one of the dudes on, and the cat's here. Let me see if I can encourage him to jump off the desk for the moment. Anyway, so I like this is a really nice design to use up scraps. It was from some previous Kendra's card challenge, but basically they're just 1x 4-inch scraps. So you can use if you've been, I don't know, making a bunch of the same kind of cards with the same vibe, like spring or Christmas or whatever. They're really good it's a really good design to use it up.
Nice.
And then these were the ones I did first, and they're all basically the same. They've got these little corner bookmarks.
Oh my goodness,
so
look at that.
So you have a gift, but the thing I thought was cool is if you take the bookmark off, because of how the lunar paste lays down, it looks like it's some cool space planet.
Right.
But then,
that's so
and you still have the
clever.
inside that you can write on. Yeah, this it was a make and take from my event last weekend. So, whoop, I just whacked my camera. So now we're back to normal. But the original, it's a totally flat card on the back, basically.
Okay.
But the original was travel themed, and then you can pull it off, and it has cute little travel paper.
That
but
is
I
really
like the
clever.
idea a lot, just because I have so many friends who read, and I'm not one of those people. but like I feel like if you're like a reader, you'd really like kind of a wacky bookmark because like if you had a bookmark like this, you would never wonder if it was your bookmark.
Right? And I would totally use that because I have started reading actual books these days. So that's pretty awesome. That's really cool.
So so we made 4 cards in a bonus panel
Awesome sauce. Well,
basically, and
thank you so much for sharing all your goodness. And Simon says, "Yay, so glad you guys like them."
they're really cool.
Oh, and Janine said that the Simon Hurley stencil is called Geometry. I do not have that stencil, you guys. That's why I
really
could not
like it.
respond. But yeah, so
I mean,
really
I was
awesome.
naughty and didn't use it for 2 years, but I liked it because it has like this sort of like kids blocks vibe.
Right.
I guess it's hard to tell because I've covered it up with stuff, but it's got kind of a fun vibe. I really like the teal,
Yes.
or I should say the no chill.
The no chill. It looks so pretty. It looks so pretty with the tangent and the oranges.
Yeah, it looks a lot more neon next to neons. It's interesting because like if you just put it on white paper, it doesn't quite neon pop. But if you put it next to black, or it really pops when you put it like next to the tangent because then they both
Right.
kind of have this neon vibe.
That's pretty cool. Well, I thank you so much for hanging out with us today. And you guys, I will be joining Jay on his channel. We're going to do all sorts of fun stuff with the stamp wheel. So make sure you're subscribed to Jay's channel. And what you're going to do is drop down into the description. You're going to click his link to YouTube and subscribe to his channel and get all of the latest bells and whistles for when he goes live and uploads videos. And he also has Instagram and a Patreon, so you can check those out. Those are also linked down below. Look at me. I'm doing better about helping my fellow crafters out. I'm actually sharing the links down below with you guys. And then we'll see you next time right here on my channel every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. This Saturday is a special Saturday. It's Two Crafty Girls Saturday, so Deborah will be joining me. And then, Jay, when do you go live for everybody?
I usually go live Sundays at 6 p.m., although I'm doing kind of a unscheduled, well, I'm doing a one-off live tomorrow at 5 if you're around. Because
Awesome.
I wanted to walk through, so I did my first like live in-person crafting event last weekend, so I wanted to walk through some of the projects because some of them were really cool, and I might have to case some of them because I just did that for an hour.
Awesome.
But it's always just fun to share other people's designs too.
It is. It really is. And so, you guys, if you're hanging around tomorrow and you want to see some crafty fun, stop by Jay's channel again. And that's tomorrow, what time? 5 p.m.
Central, sorry.
Central. Yeah, I do not know what time that is for me, but I have you on all notifications, so hopefully I won't miss it. All right, my friends, thank you all for hanging out with us. And again, thank you, Mr. J, for hanging out with us today. We really do appreciate your creativity and sharing your design process. And we will see you next time.